Hey everyone, it's Hitachi back with another Bishop Exchange video. Now that we've learned the rough history of Bishop Exchange, let's start looking into each of Joseki's more in detail. And we're going to start with this most famous Joseki from this identical position of Bishop Exchange double reclining silver. So first of all, from here, Joseki tells us that both players are not supposed to castle. And black is supposed to start attacking at this position with pawn to 4e. Okay, but today let's see why not. Why not they castle? So what happens if, say, black castles to 8h and white castles to 2b? Well, then actually this position is the most famous Joseki of Bishop Exchange double reclining silver, which is called Kimura Joseki, that is invented by 14th Eternal Meiji Yoshio Kimura. And Kimura Joseki says this position is a win for black. Can you believe that? So let's see why it's a win for black. So from this position, black starts to attack with pawn to 4e, and white will take it. I mean, if he couldn't take it, he's in a bad position in the first place. So he takes it, but you're not going to recapture it with your silver nor with your knight. This is the interesting part. You push another pawn to 3e, so it's a combination attack in 4th and 3rd file. So at this position, actually white cannot take this pawn, because if he does that, he's going to be in a big trouble after knight takes 4e, attacking the silver. So let's see what happens if silver runs to 4d, which is the most natural move, as the proverb goes, a silver on knight's head. But if he does that, black can push this pawn, white has to take it, and look at this. It's a cross rook tactic, so he's going to lose the silver. So white can't move his silver to 4d. Right, how about moving it to 3d? Then that rook 4 is not going to happen. But this time, look at this. Here's a simple bishop check, and you see this knight is also attacking this square. So this is a powerful check. He'll block it with a knight, but don't take it. Yeah, you're going to take it this way, and it's a win for black. All right, how about moving the silver back to 4b, protecting the 5c square? Well, then another bishop check, and knight blocks it, but this time 3d square is open, so pawn drop, and it's a win for black. So the thing is, the silver on 3c cannot run to anywhere. And other than that, the strongest move from white at this position, which black has to know how to deal with, is silver takes 4e. He abandons his silver, and then he drops his bishop to 3g, forking the rook and the lance. So let's say rook runs to 2i, but bishop promotes to 4f, attacking the silver. Okay, but here's a very good move from black, which is a Joseki move. Can you find it? Well, you have to remember this move. Silver drop to 5f. And actually at this position, black is threatening two things at a time. One is pawn drop to 3d, which is powerful attack. After silver runs, bishop check from 4d, right? And another is gold to 4g, killing that horse. So this position is actually better for black. So after all, that's why white shouldn't take this pawn. And a very good tactic here for white is silver to 4d, running away from that square in advance. So here black can't take this pawn because pawn drop to 3f, and you'll lose the knight. So black can't take it. So what he does here is he suddenly goes for 7th file, attacking the knight's head. And it's a weak point for the knight. White will take it, but black doesn't have a pawn to drop on 7d yet. So what he does here is pawn to 2d, right? White has to take it, rook recaptures, pawn to 2c, and rook moves back to 2h. And now black has a pawn, so he's going to drop it to 7d in the next move. So white has to do something about it. And if you protect there with a rook, maybe pawn sack and a bishop drop. And maybe bishop promotion to 7b or 6a. So I guess black is better. How about protecting there with a gold? Well, this time again a pawn sack. Has to take with a gold, and then this very good bishop drop, which is really powerful. If he blocks it with a bishop, I don't know. Let's take it, and the silver has to go back, and this pawn is not protected anymore. And well, maybe the gold runs to 80, but then actually you can go ahead, silver to 40. Well, you're gonna lose material with the exchange on this square, but actually, let's say he takes it and you've lost the knight, but well, you can drop pawn to 70 anytime. The bishop can promote, and moreover, what I think is interesting is this silver's drop on 4c, because you see he can't take it, right? So actually, even if the gold runs to 80, this position is a win for black after this very strong silver move to 40. So actually, protecting that square with the gold is not good either. So one of the best moves for white might be this bishop drop to 60, protecting the 70 square with the bishop. But then from here, suddenly Kimura Joseki goes for the edge, pawn to 1e, and white takes it. And then here's the dangling pawn to 1c. White will take with the lance, and then knight to 2e. Well, the lance basically should run to 1d, and then you take the pawn on 3d. Alright, so the most natural Jouseki line is pawn to 2d, trying to haste black's attack, forcing black to go ahead. So knight promotes to 3c, knight takes it, but don't take it with the pawn yet. Before that, you should move the rook to 2d, taking that pawn. Because if you take the knight first, the 2d will be protected with either of the generals. So you take the pawn first, making this fork. And in order not to lose that lance, white has to move the gold to 2c. Okay, now can you find the next move? The next one is very cool. Try to find it. Yeah, it's bishop sacrifice. Bishop sack to 1a. And if he takes it, yeah, it's over. So the king basically has to run. And primary line is king to 3b. But what you're going to be curious about is king to 1c, right? That might be your concern because it's attacking the rook. But actually, at this position, you can ignore that attack on the rook and you can take the knight with the pawn. Because if he goes ahead and takes the rook, you can take this gold. And, you know, in order not to lose this silver, he has to run. But if he runs to 3e, actually, this position is a checkmate, starting from knight drop to 2g. If he goes to this way, this bishop promotion to 4d is a check. So let's say he runs to this way. Well then, how about silver to 4g? And if he takes a knight, gold drop, king runs, and bishop check. If this way, well, pawn drop, and it's the same thing. How about king to 3d? Well then, maybe knight drop to 2f. This time it's not a mate, but it's a simple win for black. If he goes this way, you can take out this silver, right? So actually, white can't take the rook. So he has to take with a silver. Well then, bishop sacrifice to 3c. If he takes with the gold, the rook can promote. And this is an easy win for black, actually. He can take out this lance attacking the rook. Of course, it's a threat mate at this position already. So it's a disaster for white. So white's only chance will be taking the rook. But silver drop, king runs, and a knight drop to 3f. Yeah, it's an easy win for black. So actually, that's why king to 1c is not the main line. So actually, he has to run to 3b. So now you take it, the knight, and white has to take with a silver, right? So now what? Okay, here's the final good move. That's knight drop to 4d. If the king runs, this gold will fall. So the silver can only take it. But then you sack this rook first, and you take out this silver. And well, is it a threat mate? Yeah, starting from 0 drop to 3D. And Joseki move from here is gold to 4C, attacking the horse and protecting that threat mate. Oh, actually, the next one was the final cool Joseki move. Can you find it? Well, I suppose it's pretty hard for you. It's silver to 4E taking the pawn. Great. If he takes that, he loses the gold. So he basically takes the horse, but you just take it and another threat mate. And actually, this is where Kimura Joseki ends. Here's the conclusion position. It's a win for black. But can you be sure this is a win for black? Well, I guess it's not so easy. You can't be sure there's no effective defense from white. But let's see most natural defense that is possible for white. I guess it's a rook drop, a 3h is attacking the gold and protecting this file. But actually, for one, you can simply make another threat mate. Oh, sorry, it's not a threat mate, actually. But white doesn't have time to take this gold, right? Yeah, maybe pawn drop. So, and other than this 0 drop, black can simply go gold to 3c. And if he runs, it's a brink mate. So he has to take it with a rook. So you just simply clear off all the pieces, and yeah, you can then drop a rook to 3a. And actually, this is a simple win for black. You can take out this lance, for example, anytime, and there's no way the king can enter black's camp. So yeah, it's a win for black. So now that we've learned Kimura Joseki, let's get back to the starting position. Yeah, so here, this is a win for black with pawn to 4e. So because of that, now we know white is not supposed to castle to 2b. So white shouldn't move the king to 2b here. And instead, what white should do here is, you know it, right? Yeah, he should now attack on 6e. And actually, this is a win for white with exactly same moves as you've seen. I mean, like, yeah. Like that. Okay, so again, that's why black should not castle his king to 8h. So he's not supposed to castle. And if the king is on 3a or 7i, that Kimura Joseki attack that we've seen won't work out that well. Well, the reason is that the king simply stops this bishop drop or this bishop drop, right? So they don't castle here, and the primary Joseki from this position is pawn to 4e, attacking at this position. And black will make a similar attack as what we've seen, combining these attacks. And this will go into very, very difficult and most major Josekis and bishop exchange double reclining silver. So that's all for this lesson. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.